2 Boeing 777s, 2 rare aviation disasters, and 1 airline. This is the story of the Malaysia Airlines coincidences. On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 disappeared after taking off from Kuala Lumpur and never reaching its intended destination of Beijing with 239 people on board. Just over 4 months later, on July 17th, flight MH17 was travelling from Amsterdam to Kuala Lumpur and is shot down by a surface-to-air missile, crashing in a sparsely populated area of Ukraine, killing all 298 passengers and crew. Pro-Russian separatists fighting with Ukrainian forces have been blamed for downing the aircraft. The internet is snowed under with conspiracy theory after conspiracy theory, and I'm going to take you through some of these today. There are still loads of questions surrounding MH370. How can a jet of that size with world-class technology go missing when a tiny device like an iPhone can be located with an app? If the aircraft had exploded, there would be debris in the water. If it had plummeted into the ocean, its sophisticated technology would be sending messages to the surface. If it had been hijacked and flown elsewhere, radar would have picked up its course. People believe the aircraft could still be intact. Others believe it landed in Diego Garcia, and some even say it was shot down by the US-Thai Joint Strike Fighters in the South China Sea and has been covered up by the CIA. This is just one of several extraordinary coincidences linking MH370 and MH17. A Dutch national called Cor Pan was travelling with his girlfriend, posted this message on Facebook before he boarded MH17 at Schiphol Airport. If the plane disappears, this is what it looks like. He was saying this, of course, in reference to the Malaysian Boeing 777-200 MH370 that disappeared in March. An Australian family lost loved ones on both MH370 and MH17. Kayleen Mann from Queensland lost her brother and his wife when MH370 vanished. She also lost her stepdaughter and stepdaughter's husband, who were on board MH17. A Malaysian Airlines stewardess, Intan Mazura Othman, lost her husband on MH370 and her friends on MH17. A Dutch cyclist, Martin de Jong, said his luck was inconceivable after he escaped death not once, but twice. Martin was due to fly on MH370, but decided to catch an earlier flight home. Astonishingly, he was also booked on MH17, but switched to a later flight to save money. In another eerie development, one 15-year-old boy took a selfie with his mum on board MH17 and posted it online before takeoff. They were going on holiday aimed at single-parent families and were killed with 296 others on board. Here are some spooky conspiracy theories and facts. MH17 crashed on the same date, July 17th, as the Trans World Airlines Flight 800, which was brought down by a missile in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of New York in 1996. Even more startling, the maiden flight of MH17 was on July 17, 1997, and flew for 17 years to the day until July 17, 2014. Russia today fuels speculation that claimed Flight 17 was flying almost the exact same path as Putin's presidential plane did less than 40 minutes later. Putin's presidential plane bears uncannily similar red and blue markings to those painted on all of the Malaysian Airlines craft. Perhaps the most outlandish theory is that MH17 was blown up to hide the fact that it was exactly the same plane as flight MH370. We are never too far away when conspiracy theories are afoot. Or was it the links between the number 7, long associated with the Illuminati to establish New World Order? Then there were the pictures of victims' passports that were in such pristine condition. Were these people really on board, or were these documents planted there? Or did Israel mastermind the shoot-down to divert the world's media gaze from its assault on Gaza? The leading theory is that pro-Russian rebels shot down MH17 with Russian-supplied missiles, in error, believing it to be a Ukrainian military aircraft. The true facts may never be established, and while uncertainty remains, the conspiracy theories live on. As for MH370, with no debris, no trace of survivors, and nothing to investigate other than the original flight plan, that is a mystery likely to remain for a very long time indeed. Do you agree with any of these theories? Let us know what you think happened below. Please share this video if you would like to spread the debate further. My favourite comment from last week's video on cannabis and its pain-relieving properties came from Andrew Junkton, who said, "Dig it, I've just got loaded with the truth." And that you did, Andrew. If you're not subscribed, please click here to become a fully fledged truth loader. See you next week.